Hey, how's it, man? Spark from Wavescape here. I've got a bit of a forecast I thought I'd do for the few days leading up to Christmas and for the Christmas weekend, including Boxing Day Monday. There's a succession of storms that are passing below the country. There's one over there, one over here, one over there. And then Wednesday morning and by Wednesday night, there's fresh westerly winds cupping the southwestern Cape and a little bit burst of low pressure, but all facing really much in the wrong direction, actually, for real swell. But there's plenty of ambient swell in the ocean already and nice west winds all the way up to Christmas weekend. The Christmas weekend itself looks like a lot of wind, strong onshores blowing on Sunday, but we'll get there. So there goes that storm. Of course, there's also a little bit of rain coming, which is awesome news for the drought-stricken areas. Thursday afternoon and nighttime, now comes storm number 4. Fresh to strong northwesterlies in the southwestern Cape, and by Friday afternoon that's very strong there. There's a coastal low in the eastern Cape, and then there's a strong northeasterly wind blowing up KwaZulu-Natal coast as that air gets sucked towards that low pressure system in the south. Yeah, that wind is quite strong in Cape Town, and then Friday night still blowing, but it goes more westerly, and then it actually becomes a bit of a buster that smashes up the east coast as a high ridges in behind it on Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve looks like pumping southwesterly busters blowing up the east coast, and the storm down there in the south goes quite ugly right up into KwaZulu-Natal from the wild coast to Mozambique pretty much by Christmas Eve afternoon. And then down in the deep south, that storm deepens and becomes a very strong southeast wind, and that could pose some interesting options for the east coast on the 27th, 28th of December. Meanwhile, that high now sinks below, and strong southeast winds blow momentarily in Cape Town early on Christmas Day. Nice glassy conditions up the coast early on Sunday, Christmas Day, but then an easterly is going to blow as that high moves, sidles along to the east, and a fresh to strong easterly wind is going to be pumping by the time you are digesting your Christmas pudding. And then Monday, Boxing Day, strong northeasterlies up the KZN coast, coastal lows on the west coast, hot muggy conditions, and southerly to southwesterly breezes blowing there. Now, if we look at the synoptic chart, surface charts for the Indian Ocean, I'm just going to whiz through these selection of storms. There goes one big one for Indo and Oz. The second one passes on Thursday morning, and by Thursday night that's gone. And then the third one hits Friday morning, brings those winds, buster goes up the coast, and then it deepens into this huge thing down to 945 millibars, really huge. And check here, all along here. So that's got to mean a long period swell radiating towards the east coast, probably arriving the 27th and 28th. This is Wednesday, you've got a little bit of swell around. You've got fresh to strong northwesterlies to westerlies. Thursday, you've got fresh northwesterlies. It says moderate, but normally is blow stronger in Cape Town when that looks like that. And then Friday, a strong northwesterlies as another front. So basically, this is just showing you a succession of fronts scraping past. Christmas Eve, big swell now, 15 feet at 12 seconds. Ambient ocean swell, meaning probably 8 foot in moderate southerlies going strong southeast. And then Christmas Day, you've got 6 foot swell easing to 4 foot or so and turning more into wind swell from the storms, and fresh to strong easterlies to southeasterlies. Doesn't seem like it knows what it's doing. It might actually turn out to be quite balmy, which, as you saw that coastal low up the west coast, it often means a bit of volatility and thunderstormy, warm, muggy weather. So the southern Cape, and I know like places like Stilbaai are going to be pretty big. There's a spike there on Saturday, Christmas Eve, excuse the pun, and then on Tuesday the 20th, light westerlies, Kif surf Wednesday, light westerlies, fresh to strong westerlies Thursday, as these fronts are moving through. Friday, 23rd, lekker light northwesterly land breezes, Kif surf. Saturday, strong westerlies, big surf, and it eases off towards the evening. So you've got some interesting options in the afternoon. Sunday, it goes easterly strong. And then I'm just jumping all the way up into KwaZulu-Natal, light easterlies, storms not really affecting KZN too much. A little bit of swell around Wednesday. Dawnies all seem to be the right place to be. Friday the 23rd, a long period swell would be nice, but you're being cut by horrible northeast. Christmas Eve, the buster arrives. The elastic snapshot as the pressure bursts from the northeast wind sucking towards the low pressure, and then of course the wind from the low pressure arriving as a gale force probably westerly buster or southerly buster. Lots of wind swell getting bigger and bigger. And then by Sunday, the leftover could mean some epic surf on Sunday morning, Christmas Day. So there are options, lots of swell around. Now we're looking at the rainfall. Maybe light rain Wednesday in Cape Town, Wednesday evening. And then overnight Wednesday and into early Thursday, there's a little bit of rain, some showers in Cape Town. A few little mild showers up the east coast and the Wild Coast and KwaZulu-Natal area, and North Coast looks like quite a bit of rain. Then Friday morning, here comes that other storm with the strong northwesterlies, and by Friday afternoon and into the evening, very nice showers, and these spread eastwards towards the Southern Cape, and then eventually dissipate, which is really good news. So it looks like a bit of swell, some nice light westerlies, and looks like plenty of surf if you're on holiday and not at work doing surf reports. Enjoy Christmas. Have a great one, guys. Thanks.